All right, you slubby little fucks. This week we have an incredible episode for you. It's a wonderful time. It's such a kiki.
Oh my God. From season 6 to All Stars 6 as a lip sync assassin, we have Laganja Estranja to talk about Drag Race, sure, but also all the other amazing stuff she's got going on in her life. This was just such... What?
She got a million things going on. I'm excited for her. What?
I don't know. You stopped talking when I started.
Yeah, I was going to let you finish.
Oh, first time. There's a first time for everything.
No, read the reviews. You're the one that always cuts me off. So,
but at least I say, hey, let me cut you off for a second while I say this thing.
Hey, let me cut you off for a second. Listen, this episode is incredible. The conversation was fantastic.
It just felt like we were hanging out with an old friend.
hanging out with an old friend.
And honestly, I don't know her that well. But
I don't know her that well, but I
was very proud.
I was very proud of
I just
her.
feel proud of everything she's doing in her life. An inspirational episode right here, and a lot of good Jessie J chat.
So many bobs.
Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us.
sloppy seconds. Oh, Diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Are you ready for some sloppy seconds, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks? Hope we're all keeping our Bucci cats clean. I'm Meatball, and that's Big Dipper, and welcome back to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball, the official Bucci Cat podcast.
I couldn't be more ready for today's episode.
I couldn't either.
So excited. This is someone we've wanted to have on the show forever. And we are very excited to introduce into your ears the Yes God, the house down, the iconic, she's the moment. Let's get physical. It's Laganja Estranja.
Yes, God, honey. How are you?
Oh,
I have to
so
ask you,
good.
did you guys start Bucci Cat?
No.
Okay, because I just heard this word recently when I was in Grand Rapids. There was a queen by the name of Chanel Hunter. Shout out to Chanel. Loved
Hi,
her.
Chanel.
And she was obsessed with this word, and she kept saying it. And I was like, I've never heard this. So it means your butt, right?
I think it means your booty hole.
Whatever you refer to as.
Or whatever hole
your
you want to
Bucci
call
cat.
your Bucci cat.
Right. My mangina.
For me, it's my mouth and my throat. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know Dipper's only oral.
Not only oral, but it does mean when I do fuck, it is quite the event because it means, it's like when you get to the big boss in the video game.
I get
Yeah.
it. Trust me. These days, I'm like, bitch, I have to not eat and clean the booty hole for you. I'm going to need you to come correct.
Exactly.
No, we had someone write in with some screenshots from a hookup app. And the Sniffies, if you're familiar, and Bucci Cat.
I'm not.
Okay, work. And Bucci Cat was like used in abundance. It was like, bring me your Bucci Cat. I'm interested in that Bucci Cat.
But is this a new word, or has she always existed and I'm just learning her?
I think most slang, it's like it's been a thing and then it wasn't, and now it is a thing, and it just like makes its way through the world in different communities.
It is new to me for sure.
Yes.
But wait. But so we mentioned a hookup app. But we mentioned a hookup app, and you said absolutely not. Are you not on any apps?
I'm currently not, gal. I've had a up and down relationship with Grindr. I've used her many a years, deleted her many more, and I'll be honest. When I first came out,
She used you back.
Oh,
Wow.
she did. She did. When I first came out as trans, I was super excited to download Grindr again, to change my profile to who I really am. And I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun in the first couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, what I realized, at least on Grindr, is that most of those men, in my opinion, were closeted gay men. And that's the real reason, they were with someone like myself. And so I have chosen to get off of Grindr because that's absolutely not what I want. In fact, I did not come out so that I could be with closeted people. That's the last thing I want.
Right.
So, I've just feel like for me, a hookup app is very difficult as someone who identifies as trans. And I'm hoping that that's going to change. In fact, my best friend is working on an app right now that is specifically for trans and non-binary individuals, which I know if he doesn't do it, somebody will.
Right.
And I'm ready for that because, I just have found it hard to be myself on these online platforms and find someone who's genuinely attracted to a trans woman.
Mhm.
Right, exactly.
And before you came out as trans, do you feel like it was also hard being a TV star on an app like that?
No, I really
Oh.
didn't. In fact, I felt like most people didn't know who I was. You know, I really did keep my drag life separate from my hookup life. So 9 times out of 10, they had no idea, you know, that I was Laganja. I mean, the kind of men I'm into, they're not watching Drag Race. So,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
yeah. So I
They're
never
stupid
really had.
and dumb. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I just never really had an issue, you know, and I will admit when I went on Grindr recently, when I came out, I did actually use it for promotion too, because I realized like when I'm in a new city, if it's a picture of Laganja, people will totally come to my show.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
Oh.
liked that aspect of it, but I just think for my real life, I want to meet someone now who knows exactly who I am. And I think before I wanted to keep it separate and I didn't want to like blur those lines, but now because I've blurred those lines and I'm living in my truth, I feel like, I want someone who knows exactly what I do and is proud of that, you know? Because
Right.
I think I'm quite the arm candy and I don't want to have to
Work.
be ashamed of that.
And I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm speaking a little out of my own experience, but also you want to be with someone who knows exactly who they are as well. And you know, in this world, having like a beautiful trans woman as arm candy and being proud of their partner, they have to know exactly who they are and what they
Exactly.
want. Right.
Exactly. And I just feel like most of the men that are on Grindr who are going after trans women, it's either something, like I said, where they can't really admit to themselves who they really are, or it's someone who's fetishizing.
Girl, I wish I could say it too. I just
My
said
life.
fettuccine Alfredo.
I wish they were fettuccine Alfredoing me, because that sounds delicious. Now that I'd actually be down for.
Word. Wait, okay, so you
Give me that natural white cream sauce, mama.
See, I do. This is why I was so excited.
I'm
to have
so
Laganja
excited
on
that
the
you're
show.
here.
So,
Oh, mama, I just did a podcast with Nicole Byer, and the title of the episode was Sucking Dick in the Locker Room. So you
There
already
you go.
know.
No,
I'm
I
here to
listened
spill
to
all the
that.
tea. Did you? It was so stupid.
Well, I find it hard
I
to
hope my
listen to that.
mother did not listen to it.
You were using
Yep.
a lot of language in there that was new and fresh to me.
Was it Bucci Cap?
No, it was pussy stick. I think it was.
Oh, you like the pussy stick.
Wait, pussy
She
stick is
turns
incredible.
it. So yeah, I actually learned this from one of my drag sisters. She was, I believe, in Canada's Drag Race, Iona. So
Iona Verley.
Yes, I got to work at a gig with her. We totally connected. She also identifies as trans and I believe non-binary too.
I didn't know
Yes.
But yeah, so she was telling me about her girlfriends that is what they refer to their lady bits as their pussy stick, and I just love it. I think that's such a great word.
that. That is so good.
That's incredible.
Mama,
So-
all the men's want to suck the pussy stick. Get into it. It's 2021, Hanny.
She said 2021. Yeah, this year has been very eventful and huge for you. Let's talk about it. You were, I think, one of the biggest events of All Stars 6 when you
Absolutely.
returned as your lip sync assassin self.
Absolutely.
I think you're looking for the winner of All Star 6, but
Word.
yes. No, shout out to Kylie Sonique. Sorry, spoiler alert, if those have
No,
some
they
not
know.
watched it.
They
know.
know. Our
I
listeners
am
know.
so grateful. Truly, I only say that out of jest because Kylie really did deserve it, and I'm so happy to see, a trans sister finally get some recognition in this room up in here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
But thank you. I did love going back to the show. I'm so beyond grateful how it really kind of put me back on the map. I mean, I like to think that I was never off the map, but the
Yeah.
truth is I was. I mean, it's been over 10 years now, and the generation that watches Drag Race is a lot younger, and girl, they don't even know what logo is. So
Yeah.
to be able to go on
Nor
the
do we.
show.
Do you know?
Don't
do
you
know
say
what
that.
logo right now?
Is it a channel?
Yes, I do.
Is
How
it a
dare
channel?
you? I don't know. But it is something and it exists. And how dare you say that about what I came out on?
No.
It is something. We all know it's something. I was like, is it an Instagram page? Like,
No,
is it
it's
still a
it's
TV
definitely
I think it's an
channel?
online
Website.
platform. I think
An
it's an online
online-
platform.
Okay.
That's the best definition we've heard. An online platform.
Okay. My question for you is going back to Drag Race. Were you like hesitant? Were you scared? Because of course on season 6, everybody knows it was a rough period for you, but we all know why. They weren't letting you medicate. They were kind of hyping you up, and or not hyping you up, but they were like messing with you a little bit.
They hyped me up.
Gaslight.
They didn't mess with me. They didn't mess with me. They hyped me.
Gaslighter. They were giving
They said,
it to
say
you.
that one more time. I said, okay.
They produced you to be something, but were you nervous that something like that was going to happen again? Did you just go in knowing like, hey, I'm going to do the best I can? Like, what was that experience like?
I definitely was nervous. I've had a lot of reservations about going back. People always ask me, will you do All-Stars? Will you do All-Stars? And, my answer has changed depending on the interview and how much weed I've smoked. But it usually was no, because, it was such a stressful situation for me the first go around. But with this one, I felt a little differently because I knew it was really going to be based on my talent. Mm-hmm. And if there's anything that I do have real confidence in, it's the fact that I am talented and I do have the gift of performance. And so, to be very frank, I knew whoever I was up against had no chance because I was going in there to annihilate, baby. So, once I did my first trick and I saw everyone gag when I entered from the ceiling, I knew that, this was my game to win, baby. And sorry, Miss Trinity, but you ain't going home with no money on tonight.
But also a little upsetting that you didn't get to go.
Yeah,
home with
that's
the
the
money.
biggest.
I'm like, they brought you all the way out here. I watched the video of you preparing to go back to Drag Race, which is so incredible. Listeners, if you haven't watched it, go to Laganja's Instagram, watch the video of her prep, her YouTube. Watch the video of her prep. It goes all the way from like her basically getting the call to getting the outfit made step by step, shopping for the fabric, rehearsing in it. It's incredible the work that you put into that.
If you have ever doubted how much work goes into being the caliber of entertainer that Laganja is, watch this video. Because it just shows you, and at every single moment you're going, oh, well, I'll bring 3 wigs. I have a human hair wig shipped from Australia that I don't even end up wearing on the show, but I have it.
Wasn't it your travel?
Ready.
That was your travel.
It was the travel bob.
It's what you showed up in.
Yes, I made sure to get the wig in there because I was so lucky that Mikey from Australia, an incredible wig artist, he did make me one of the wigs that unfortunately once the outfit was made, it just to me didn't go perfectly. So I of course wanted to wear it in my entrance because he had put so much work, and you see that in my video. I think he spent like 12 hours just making that one wig. So that is why I did the behind the scenes, is because when people are always like, well, why don't you go to All-Stars? It's like, well, just look at how much work I put into one episode, to one number. I mean, they're asking now for, 22 looks. Girls are spending up to $25K. And I'm sorry, if I'm going to invest that much money, it's going to be into weed, mama, where I will see some ROI. Okay, honey, I'm all about that ROI.
Well, Meatball, do you know what ROI means?
No, I don't. But I was going to
Really?
What is ROI?
Return of investment.
There you go.
Oh, well, you see, with my drag, I've never seen any of that. So,
well, right. Mama, I'm used to that too. But, I got to say, I am so grateful. I spent $2,300 on the outfit and the hair, which during the pandemic was
crazy.
A lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful because I literally made that back the day my episode premiered from my merch. And my merch has never, ever made a profit. I've always broken even. I just do merch because I love it and I'm passionate about it.
Right.
But to finally, make back that money I spent, it was just like, it just felt so amazing. And now I'm traveling, the US again on my physical tour. And this outfit is making her money back night after night. And that,
everyone wants to see it.
I got to see it. Everyone wants to see it. I got to see it. You've Got Mail.
Yes.
Which was incredible. Also, speaking of getting a return on investment, it seems like you're just making a lot of returns. You're just getting a lot of money because you're sponsored by how many companies? I know there's a weed company. There's a weed butter making machine company. You are sponsored by McDonald's, and they did sponsor the dressing room that night. They brought about 100 chicken sandwiches.
Not that shit-eating grin, Laganja, on your face, sitting there nodding as people is listening.
I love it, mama. Keep it going. I work very,
so
very
McDonald's,
hard.
You were up in Times Square, and then you showed up in Times Square to take a picture in front of it. You looked gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
What is it like just being just collecting money? Please, I need to know.
Well, I will tell you this. This is the first year in my life at 32 years young that I have a savings account, which I'm very, very proud of.
Wow.
Since season 6, I have not been responsible with my money at all. I, have poured every ounce that I've made right back into drag costumes and wigs and gigs. And, you know, for a long period of my life, I was abusing alcohol, and that was where a lot of my money went. And then, you know, after that, it was like I chose something else to be obsessed with, like getting my nails done, which let me tell you, that's $200 every week. And so there is a lot of money coming in, but I think to make money, you got to spend money. And so while I do have a savings, I have continued to spend all the money that I am making because I'm very much of the vein of Lady Gaga. It's like you got to put back in to your work in order to keep it growing. But I made sure this year to have a chunk of change. I really want to, I mean, this is such a crazy dream, but I really want to get a house out here in LA. I'm tired of throwing thousands of dollars away every month. I feel like it's so irresponsible. And so I really, by the time of my lease is up in June of next year, I want to be able to, you know, even if it's a small house in Woodland Hills, like whatever, I just want to be able to afford something. And I feel like I gotta have a savings for that. So it feels great. I think it sometimes feels sort of like Spider-Man. You know, I don't know the exact quote, but it's like the more responsibility, the more power you get, the more responsibility you have. It's something like that, right?
Yeah,
and that's
great power comes
great responsibility. So
Yeah.
with a
Uncle
flow
Bean?
of money comes a great like need to figure out how to filter that money to grow it, and also to, you know, I guess flourish from it. And so I'm new at this. You know, I don't know much about taxes. I have a tax guy, thank God. And it's like, I just did this I didn't do it. Yuha, my incredible sister from RuPaul's Drag Race season, started a GoFundMe for me, and under 48 hours raised like $25,000. So like I had to reach out to my tax guy to be like, how do I do this? What do I do? Because I'm not used to.
Do you have to tax that? I thought that's considered a gift.
I think, unfortunately, through GoFundMe, it will be taxed, but it's going to be taxed in Yuha's name because she started it. So that's why I was like, well, I want to find out how much, obviously, to be able to pay that back. And so there's a lot of things that come with earning more money. And honestly, I am obsessed with being rich. I'm not going to lie. It's an unfortunate thing about me, I feel, but it also is what motivates me and keeps me going, because I really want like an infinity pool in Malibu overlooking the ocean with a back cabana, so that when my parents are just, you know, too old, that I can retire them there and have a full, you know, 24-hour staff that can take care of them and cook for them.
Go the fuck off.
So if you really want that, you got to work really hard and you got to save your money. And that's where I'm finally at my life at 32. And yes, I get Versace here and there for myself, but most of it's fake. I mean, to be real truthful,
what about that laser cut sign behind you?
It's fake for sure. It's gorgeous. It's metal, and it came from Australia. It cost $800, very expensive, but I've had it in my house now for 5 years. So I feel like it's paid itself off, and it brings me, you know, an intense amount of joy when I come home and I see it every day. So that's why I say sometimes you still got to splurge, because if I died tomorrow and I had all these savings, well, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
So it's that healthy balance, you know? It's that healthy balance.
But okay, so before we're gonna take a break here, but you did recently purchase some real Versace, correct? A necklace?
Oh, I've purchased several items as of recent.
Several. I saw on your Instagram story maybe like a week ago or something. You were sort of posting about, here's the old Versace I always used to wear, and I'm still gonna wear it, but this one is the real deal.
Yes, and that was such a moment for me. I have worn this fake Versace necklace now for, I don't know, probably since I started drag. And to finally be able to get the real deal. Now, mind you, it was at the outlet and I got her for $400. So
who cares? It's real.
It's still real, and it was
came
still
from the store, girl. Donatella looked at that and
you
signed
fucking
off.
earned it, and you worked
and I
for
paid
it.
for it by falling on my back and being the whore that I am. So I love that. I love that.
I love that. Let's take a quick break. Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
Okay,
we're
Back again.
Back rolls. Now,
Giving them a dose of what's happening. Sorry, go ahead, Meatball. I'm just quoting lyrics here.
Have you ever heard of the musical Wicked?
Girl, are you gay? What are you talking about?
I am gay.
Yeah, I heard about Wicked. I've seen it many times.
Oh, you?
Said, are you
girl,
gay?
are you gay? Well, were you pretending to be in Wicked when you were at Cal Arts?
Well, I smoked enough marijuana. I should have turned green. I can tell you that much.
Can you give me just one real quick before we move on with the interview? Can you give me the ooh ah?
Ooh ah! Oh no, I can't.
She was freshly
no.
medicating.
So no,
Mama, that I was about to say the liquor and the cigarette or the weed over here did not help that. No. Oh wow! There you go.
There it is.
But
okay.
did you see? I think you posted it and you said no about Miss Demi. No, Jessie J.
Jessie J.
You weren't feeling her?
Do you, as someone with a severe bob, do you like her?
I do. I love Jessie J. I'm all about put your hands on me, baby. I feel her.
I feel her. I think she's a great pop artist, but there's something very like, I listened to this podcast called Who Them, and they talk about like celebrities being thems or who's. Like when you ask like, oh, that person, I know them, or like, who are you talking about? And she has very who-y behavior. She has very like goes on reality TV, even though she's already like a multi-million-dollar recording artist.
Yeah, wait, didn't you say that she went on a Chinese
She did. She went on a
competition
Chinese
show?
singing competition
As
and
a
she
contestant.
won. As a contestant, she won. No one knows about it. That's hooey behavior. You would not see Britney Spears doing that. You would not see Ariana Grande going onto a Chinese reality TV show.
I think I exude hooey behavior then.
I was gonna say
you're Demi of the gay community. You're Demi. Like when people talk about Laganja.
Completely.
Okay.
No one brings your name up and they go, who?
But girl,
Everyone knows who
I
you are.
definitely would go and do a reality show in China just to up the Chinese market, Mom.
But
So
that's
I feel that
See,
for
that's
her.
smart. You're
That's
working
smart.
on your ROI.
You would change the game. And you've done you did America's Got Talent.
I did back with Alyssa. We did that, yes.
So
I
you
did
think
So
you
You Think You Can Dance for 2 years, which was an amazing experience. Most recently, I was on Chopped 420, which was obviously a dream come true. I was the guest judge and got
So
to eat
cool.
infused, I couldn't even say the word, infused foods and judge, on my basis of taste and texture and all those things next to Michelin star chefs. So that was definitely a really cool, thing to work on.
Wait, but was there actual real weed in the food?
Yeah, it was actually
of course.
infused, but it was all microdosed. So
Yeah.
each dish had 3 to 5 milligrams. So we didn't really
that's
get
not
high.
gonna do anything.
No. We were taking dabs in the breaks for sure.
Oh, speaking of dabs, let's talk about your little puppy Dabbers.
Where is she? Dabbies. Oh, she's outside in the sun. She's like, yeah, I'm feeling it out there.
When did you get your puppy?
So she's now 5 years old. She's literally the love of my life. It's crazier. The older I get, the more when I'm away from her, I miss her, which I think that's maybe normal as a parent because I really do view her as my child.
Uh-huh.
And so just recently my flight got delayed. And so I had to spend an extra day in Grand Rapids. And the whole time I just kept thinking about oh, I just really wanted to cuddle with Dabbers tonight. So yeah, I'm totally in love with her. I think, being home so much during Corona, it brought us really close together. And I mean, she's always been a cuddler, but during Corona, usually even on these Zooms, she's in my lap. So
Wow.
I've gotten really attached, and poor thing, she had to have a bunch of teeth removed recently because I was not a good mother and did not get her teeth cleaned regularly. So to anyone listening, if they have a pet out there, get your animals cleaned once a year, their mouth. Don't think you can
Really?
skip 1 year. I skipped 1 year. It was 2 years. And I mean, they had to remove, I don't even want to say how many teeth, but they had to remove a lot of teeth. And it was really, I felt like the worst mother, but she's totally fine and
Yeah,
she's
of
all
course.
good.
She doesn't
But
care.
my friend had that happen to his dog, and his dog's tongue literally hangs out its mouth, which is so cute.
I love
But also,
that.
you
'cause
kind of
there's
feel
no teeth
sad.
to stop
There's
it?
no teeth to stop it. Right. So when they told me they were gonna have to remove teeth, I was just like, "Oh my god, please tell me your tongue's not gonna hang out." And they were like, "No, not that many, girl." I was like, "Okay." But yeah, she's amazing. She's totally my support animal for sure.
I know we already covered Drag Race. I do just have one more question, or I guess it's a 2-part question. But
It's gonna
I
be a
know they're
12-parter.
making a TV show, and I know only the cast members are allowed to win money. But girl, I feel like the general consensus is, what the fuck? Why don't the lip sync assassins get to win the money? It should be up for the battle.
Yeah,
Then the
because if the
stakes are
company
the
is going to
same.
donate the amount of money, it's what? So it just goes straight into production? The production?
No,
gets to keep
remember
the
it
20?
gets tied over into next week, so the next
Right.
girl could
Oh,
win even
right.
more.
Because when Ginger
doesn't
won
seem
and it
fair.
had gone over 3 times, she won $30,000, and then the girls who come through
But
to
she was
spend.
nice. She gave the other girls $2,000.
But that doesn't mean shit when the person who wins the actual lip sync, they win the honor of revealing who the other people voted for. To me, it's they got to figure out a way. I get why they have to do it. And I think it has to do with gaming and all of these different things.
Exactly.
There's legalities around it.
Correct.
But I just feel there's part of me as the viewer, I'm just fuck it, girl. The one who wins should get the fucking money.
Well,
But
all
I
I
get
can
it.
say for real is that I truly won in that moment, and the
Right.
money has come, even though it wasn't given to me right there. And more importantly, like I said, it really kind of has revived my career in such a special way because it's what I've been doing my whole career. I've been jumping off platforms no matter if it was at Hamburger Mary's or in front of a stadium of 3,000. And so it just felt really like validating, to have people see me and go, wow, she's really fierce. And that to me is just so much more priceless than money or Instagram followers or any of the other things that I have gained from that. Like truly, just being able to be seen as the artist that I am. I think that's what we all really want. I mean, money's great, don't get me wrong, but having people say, you're so talented, you inspired me. I watch this lip sync daily now. I mean, I can't tell you the incredible things people have said just because of that 5 minutes. And that makes me feel really proud too, because I went back and did All Stars my way. I mean, I made them do that entrance for me. I told them, I was like, I know the girls.
Baby, come get this ladder over.
I sure did. I was like, I know the girls don't have lines and it's not a thing, but remember, no one really, in my opinion, no one really did entrances in the workroom every day like I did.
No, you invented the entrance.
So that's why I was like, so let me invent the reveal of the lip sync assassin. I'm going to change that up too. And to have World of Wonder, really have my back in that moment. Because I'll be honest, they put the platform on the left side and I'm a right and I'm a left splitter. So I had to have them like drill and move the platform to the other side so that I could perform it properly. So they did. And it was just so amazing to really have World of Wonder's support. And, we've had a very in-depth conversation about how I feel about the show, because I think they, of course, thought I had mixed feelings since I've never wanted to return as a competitor. Right. And I think this was also a very healing thing for us as a relationship, me and World of Wonder, because this showed them that I am very dedicated to the brand. I'm very grateful for the brand. I would not be here today if it wasn't for them. However, I also really care about my mental health. And I know for me that what I survived can really only be survived once. And to throw myself back in that shark tank so that I could, progress my career or give people what they want, it's just not worth it to me. Me going asleep at night knowing that I'm happy and healthy it's worth so much more. And I think now World of Wonder really gets that. And so I'm hopeful that they'll continue to bring me in other creative ways. I really want to be a choreographer for the show.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
That would be stunty.
And today you'll be rehearsing with all-star choreographer Laganja Estranja.
I can't tell you who I'm working with right now, but I can tell you she's one of the top 10 Drag Race girls from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Jan.
And she is doing so amazing. She literally had me choreograph the video from start to finish, a la Single Ladies. So when I tell you she's fucking dancing, like she is dancing. And it's just been like one of the best jobs of my life to not only be hired by a sister, but to really do what it is I love. And like when we first started the rehearsal, I could tell she was just like, Ganja, this is hard. Like you're going to have to like, simplify it. And I was like, no, I don't. Like, you're going to get this. And then like today I saw her and I was just like, you don't even understand. Like, I was like, the world is going to gag when they see you do this. Like,
oh my God.
It's really, really cool. So I'm very excited because I also feel like this is going to be my next way into the choreographer's world.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult.
Who is it?
Meatball.
I can't tell
Don't
you
be
yet.
Messy like that.
I signed an NDA. I can mouth it so you two know, but the audience won't know.
Okay.
Oh, the girl.
Can you tell what I'm saying?
Silky Ganache?
Yep, exactly.
She's doing choreo now?
Yeah, she's both here in LA doing rehearsals and currently competing in Miss Continental. All in the same weekend.
Down.
What an amazing thing. That's such a thing. Wait. And this is my final Drag Race question because I can tell Meatball wants to move on. I'm just like, it really warmed my heart, the whole experience and the way you talk about it. And there is a thing like with Kylie winning the crown. What moved me the most about how they edited that package together is she says, I went home fourth 11 years ago. And this has sort of stuck with me for so long. And it seemed like for her, it was all about timing. You know what I mean? It just felt like, so my question to you is, do you think had you gone back All Stars 2 to Lip Sync Assassin or All Stars 3 or 4, like, do you think it all sort of lined up in this moment in 2021 with your personal journey, with your career, that it all just sort of happened in this timing moment and that's why things are just vibing so well for you right now?
I do. I believe everything happens for a reason. Life happens not the way you want it to, but the way it's supposed to. I'm like a firm believer in that. And, you know, I think even though I saw the All-Star, assassins and was like, well, why aren't they picking me? And why am I not getting a chance to do that? I'm glad, because to me, you know, season 6, All-Star 6, and now I just need one more 6 in there and we're complete.
And the Satan will be ready for
Satan
you
will be here.
down in hell. I love
Down!
that.
We're going down to Georgia, honey.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Meatball, do you like queso?
I do like a queso. Are you a queso doll?
Mama, cheese is a choice and I choose yes, God.
Yes! Now, do you get the munchies? I know you like to smoke weed, but are you a munchies doll?
Girl, I am the worst. I literally have a bedside table full of sour candy and chocolates and I this is so embarrassing, but it's the truth. I sometimes will wake up in the middle of the night. I will drink grape soda, eat that candy, and go right back to bed.
Do you have
so
sugar
you
dreams?
love sweets.
I love sweets, but I love spicy. I love acidic. I just love food. I think I love sex, but if someone was like, you can only have sex or food, I would choose food. Because I don't know. Food to me is so amazing. There's nothing like smoking a joint and eating a fucking bowl of queso. Like
Oof,
if
that sounds
literally,
so
if there
good.
was like a hard cock or soft flour tortillas and queso, I would choose queso. I would.
I think I would too. Especially if it was the Chili's queso that comes in the skillet when they drop it off at the table.
So I'm going to give you the best. This is how you make it. You're going to gag. It's
Okay.
literally, because I'm from Dallas, Texas, where Chili's was originally born. Shout out to my sponsor, Chili's. Love them
Okay,
forever.
Work.
Literally have a doormat that says, hi, welcome to Laganja's when you get to my house from Chili's. They
Sponsored by
literally,
Chili's as well. Isn't that a
Period.
conflict of interest with
No,
McDonald's?
girl.
Oh.
no, one's
McDonald's
fast,
doesn't
one's
do
fast
Texas.
One's
food,
fast and one's cash.
one's quick dining.
Yes.
Quick dining.
Quick dining,
Fast
that's what I like to
casual.
call her.
Fast
Yeah, yeah,
casual.
But no, like, so all that queso is, swear to God, is Velveeta and Hormel chili with no beans. You mix those two things together, put it in a skillet, my God, you'll feel like you're at Chili's.
Wow.
I gotta
And if you
do
want to
it
know the on the
tonight.
border queso recipe, it's Velveeta cheese,
Uh-huh.
a can of Rotel,
Uh-huh.
and then the quesadilla white cheese. You got to put a little bit of that in there. That's what they do at On the Border. I've researched how all the restaurants make their queso because I'm a queso whore. Like, I love queso. I love it.
What did you just post? Did you just recently join the queso club?
Yes,
What
Mary.
is the queso
okay,
club?
I
Not a
gag.
monthly
So,
box.
girl, you're gonna gag. It's right now. It's going on the border. Now they don't sponsor me yet, but they will. And what it is you get a bowl of queso, you pay $1, and then for the rest of this year, every time you go into On the Border, you get a free bowl of queso. Now I didn't believe it, so I joined it, and the very next day I went back. Mama, it works. I got free queso.
I gotta go.
Sure did.
Now, where is on the
We
border?
don't have On the Border out
Oh.
here. It sucks. We
But
used
you're
to.
a traveling doll, so you'll get to experience On the Border wherever you go.
Exactly. But we used to have
Mm.
one out here in Simi Valley and it closed and it was such a depressing day. I'll never forget. I think I might have even shed a tear. Like, truly.
Wait, and you would drive to Simi Valley for some queso?
Mama, I drive to Encino for Chili's.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah,
I'll go for my
I
food.
just did that the other day. I was like, I could really like go for some Chili's because it's not something you think about. And I looked it up. There's no Chili's in LA.
I'm sorry. Did you say it's not something you think about?
No,
Maybe
well,
you don't
I-
think about it, Meatball. I dream of Chili's. Okay, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back Chili's, baby back ribs, and barbecue sauce.
baby back ribs, barbecue sauce.
Down.
Oh my God.
I think about her a lot.
Wait,
No.
so I forgot that you are truly from you're Texas through and through. You're from Dallas. I'm a Houston baby.
Bubba, I walk around barefoot boots. I am so country backwoods. You have
There's
no
a lot
idea.
of glitter on the bottom of them feet.
Well,
Get
what do you
into it.
expect,
Get
honey?
into
She's sparkling shiny.
They may be dirty, but they still shiny.
Do you still have love for Dallas? Or were you when you left? Because when I left Houston, I was like, I have to get out of this hellhole. No offense to
Right. Well, Houston's so humid. I don't blame you. Girl.
Yeah.
But the food there. Oh, Miss Houston
Oh, they'll
throws
do
down
it right.
in the kitchen.
Pappasitos. Ugh.
Oh, she throws down in the kitchen. So my feelings about Dallas have shifted, I'll be honest, because Dallas has become so metropolitan and so like it wants to be LA. So I'm like, well, why would I leave LA to go live in like a cheaper but still as expensive version of it, you know? So
Mm.
I'm sort of a little sad. I mean, I'm happy for Dallas because they are doing so well, but it just doesn't really feel like the place I grew up, because where I grew up, you know, people still like open the door for you, and you know, your Starbucks people would talk to you, and it's just changing a lot. Dallas in particular. Now, and the outskirts of Texas, still the same, still homegrown, and I love that. But I think Dallas, like I said, they just wanted so bad to be the next big thing. And, you know, once the reality shows went in there, I just think it really changed the landscape. I mean, I can't even believe, like I said, it's the same price as LA now to get a studio in Dallas. It's like, in
Whoa.
Dallas, you used to
because
could buy a house for under $200K, and now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you're lucky if you can get anything for that.
And not like a LA house for
Oh, no.
200. Like
You would get a mansion with a
you could get
pool,
big old
granite
house.
counters. I mean, she was sickening.
Yeah.
Girl.
But you're right. Once they started moving in all those home renovation shows, all those like foodie shows there. What is that channel? Anyway, one of those
HGTV. I love it.
HGTV is like
Yeah.
basically all their shit is based in Dallas now.
Well, no, it's based in Waco, where my parents live now, and that you're thinking of Chip and Joanna Gaines with Magnolia, which I love. I'm a huge fan of HGTV. I really am. So no, they actually changed the face of Waco for the better, in my opinion, because Waco
there
was
was nothing in
real
Waco.
backwards.
It was literally just like
Real
Baylor
backwards.
and then a bunch of like
and Dr.
backwards
Pepper.
people. Yeah.
And Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Yeah. But now, Waco, where my parents live, it's actually like I love going home. I feel super safe there, just like I did in Dallas. So that's a good thing. I just think Dallas just is trying to be so bougie. And I'm like, I don't like bougie. I like it because it's fun, but I think now that I've lived here in LA and have it around me all the time, I'm over it. I'm
Also, you
proud
can't
to
buy
be-
weed there. It's
Well,
not like you can
hello.
buy it. You can have it delivered
Well,
to your door here.
Hello. But yeah, that's why I always like to keep that little like backwoodsness of me, because I think LA, you know, it just changes people.
I feel like I still like I understand inflation as an idea, but what is that thing about like you know, from the like at 12 or 13 prices of things get sort of like ingrained. I know like now if I like buy a soda and it's more than $1, I'm like, more than $1? Like I remember when a can of soda was 75 cents or whatever.
Totally.
And
I feel you, girl.
yeah, it's a crazy
Absolutely.
thing, especially when it comes to like housing prices. Like that's so wild.
It is so wild. But, you know, I still have many friends who live in Dallas, and for them, it's helped with their jobs, and it's, you know, made their living nicer. And so I do think at the end of the day, it is a good thing. I just am glad I don't live there, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
One of my
that
dear
totally makes
friends
sense.
just moved to Dallas, and they're really loving it. So it's like very interesting to hear someone who like moved from LA to Dallas, their version
Oh
of
yeah,
Sure, right.
how it's going.
Well,
and
there's
there's
definitely-
there's like a full gayborhood. There's
I was
like
about
a
to
bunch
say,
of
there's
drag
an
shows that go
amazing
on.
gay scene in Dallas
Yeah,
for sure.
Rose
And I feel
Room.
really lucky to have grown up in that, because, you know, a lot of places in Texas, it's not safe to be queer. So good for Dallas on that.
Did
Where
you
was the
start
first
bucking
place?
in Dallas? When did you start?
Yeah,
doing
where was
drag?
the first place you performed?
So I actually started drag in LA. Now, I grew up with Alyssa Edwards,
Uh-huh.
but as Justin Johnson, who was my boss at the dance studio. But towards the
Oh
last couple of
my
years
God.
that I was working there, I heard, you know, that he did drag. And so I started kind of getting into it. And then next thing you know, he was on television. And so the whole studio found out. And I remember, you know,
Wait,
wanting...
wait.
Whoa. Run that
No
back.
one knew about Alyssa Edwards until
Correct.
Drag Race?
Most did not. Correct.
Wow.
She kept her life very separate. Very separate.
God.
She had to. I mean, being a
Right.
dance teacher in Texas, are
Yeah.
you kidding? At that time, they couldn't know that she was flouncing about in dresses. No
But-
way.
Yeah, it's probably bad enough that they're gay.
Right, exactly. So basically, when all that happened, I was moving to college. So I moved to California in 2007, and I basically started exploring drag like at Halloween. I think that's how it happens for a lot of girls, because it's like the one acceptable time for men to dress as women. And so at Halloween, I started doing it, and then, you know, we had these nightly. Lord, I am stoned. We have weekly art parties at my college, Cal Arts, and they were every Thursday night in the main space, and it was just so cool. Everyone would get together, and so in those atmospheres, I really started exploring my gender. Now, I definitely used the term drag back then because that's really what it was. But I think that was me actually coming into my femininity and finally feeling comfortable enough to express myself that way. But I went with Estranja because in the beginning I was so about being strange and being different and being that art kid who wore, you know, feather green lashes. And I don't know, I look at some of the pictures of me in the beginning and I'm like, girl, she was a kooky queen. But then I naturally discovered like, oh, I'm actually a beautiful woman and I don't want to wear 301s. So, you know, it's been a process.
So what's wrong with a 301?
They're mannish.
Now, does it cancel it out if I wear 3 of them?
No, that makes you a big old man. No, because at the end of the day, I think Roxy wears like 16 pairs and Mama, she's womana. So no, I say it in jest, of course. But yeah, you know, so for me, drag, the way it really started was by being at art school, and I started performing at those galleries and doing things on Thursday night as Laganja, and it just sort of, it was a bug that bit me, you know. And then eventually, I would say probably like 6 months in, I went back to Texas one summer to teach at the studio, and that was when Alyssa really put me in drag for the first time. And I remember I went to see True Blood. I went to see you remember the show? And I dressed kind of like Vampira-esque. And yeah, it was over from then. I think once that happened, I came out here. I found a drag mother in LA and she began working with me. Her name was Alley Cat. Shout out to her. Then I had another person, Milena Hideaway, who worked with me as well. And then eventually, you know, I got on the show, and that's when I feel like Alyssa really took over. And that's when she really, you know, became my mother. And once I traveled the world with her, you know, that was when I learned the most from her, because believe it or not, I used to be very scared to talk on a mic. I'm a dancer, so we don't really use our voice to express ourselves. We use movement. So I had to learn how, A, to be comfortable in my skin, and B, how to use that comfortability then to be on a mic. And I'll be honest with you, when I see a good host, it reminds me that even though I've progressed so much, I'm still not that girl. Like, I'm just not. Like, I would never want to do that.
We talk about this all the time because, you know, hosting in a club,
that's
hosting a
feeling.
Drag show, being able to like bounce jokes and deal with hecklers and move things along, that is a skill.
Yeah.
You also have to like teach the room how to appreciate the drag, because a lot of people don't know how to tip right. Like, they don't know how to do that interaction.
And not only that, but you have to be funny and you have to be crude, but not too crude now because it's cancel culture time. So you got to still, you know, do the right thing. And I mean, girl, it's just so.
And all the straight people are there with their teenage children.
Right. No, it's such a skill. And I really do. You know, it's like every time I work at Executive Suites with Morgan McMichaels, I'm just like, this girl can fucking host. I mean, she is hysterical and she keeps it moving, and that's such a skill that, like I said, I look up to girls like her and Alyssa and Shangela, who are just so naturally funny and comfortable on a mic, because that is, I think it's one of the hardest skills for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break.
No, we're going to take a break.
I'm letting you say it.
And then we'll be right back. And we're back.
She's working on it. She's trying.
Wow. Okay, Jessie J, look out.
She should look out.
Speaking of Jessie J, on season 6. Speaking of.
You see, I'm quick now, Mama.
In addition to you both having bobs, also in a season 6 look that you wore, you put stones on your lips. Remember that didn't you have stones on your lips when you had the like black mohawk?
No, I think it was black.
Oh
glitter.
God, I think that was my a fish called Laganja moment. Yeah.
And in the Do It Like a Dude video, Meatball, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
There's
she
a
is.
close-up of her lips, and she has those stones on her lips. I've always noticed that about you, something you did 10 years ago that I
Well,
still
Ma,
hold on
and
to in
she's
my head.
Jessie J, and I'm Jay. I think there's some connection there.
There's something happening in the universe here around Laganja and Jessie J. Maybe
I'm going to make sure by
choreographing
the
a
end of
music
my life,
video.
okay, I'm going to make sure by the end of my life, Meatball doesn't say who.
You'll choreograph Bang Bang 2.
Honey, by the end of
the
her
music
life, she's going to be all over that Bucci cat. Trust.
All right, it's time for our final segment. This is a segment we like to call Fuck,
Fuck
Talk.
Talk. This
In
is
this
a segment of the show where we talk with our guests about an uncomfortable sexual experience they've had. Maybe a funny one. Maybe
something
you could,
wild or
something
hot.
crazy. Like for you, I would say, do you have any stories of like when you're on the road and there's like star fuckers or hooking up in Vaseline Alley? Were you ever fun like that?
Nope, don't know what that is. But I did just recently see the Dick Docks in P-Town. That was fun.
What
Did
are
you
the
go
dick
down
dogs?
I
No,
went down there during the day. Yeah.
Okay.
And was there a
So
lot
you
of
scoped
action?
it out.
in the daytime?
No one was there during the day. She's
Yeah,
definitely
during the
a
day it's too
nighttime,
visible. She's a nighttime gig.
nighttime activity. Yeah.
The Dick Dock is in Provincetown, underneath one of the bars that has like a big dock. It's sort of a deck that overlooks the water. You go down there, and it's like a cruising area after dark.
Trust me,
Dick
I
Dock
want to
on
go
the
back. I want to go back to P-Town. It was my first time there. I was there for less than 24 hours. I
Oh my god!
did a gig with Pax. Shout out to Pax Vapor. And
Another
yeah,
sponsorship.
oh, there it is. And it was such. I've never been to a place that gay. Truly, like I want to go back there and create one of these stories so that the next time you have me on the podcast, and be like, "Well, girl, let me tell you what happened at P-Town."
Girl,
But
I went to P-Town for Bear Week, and honestly, I've never seen so many people look like me.
yeah,
And there was like a collective walking down the street, just the sound of like everyone just sort of breathing heavy, having a good time.
I
What
love
were
that.
those, what are those machines that you had to sleep
CPAP.
with?
The
Yeah,
amount
there was
of
a lot
CPAP
of CPAP
machines.
rentals that weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my best friends are bears, so I'm definitely used to the. I know exactly what you're talking about. That hit home. It was a really good. It made me tickled inside. But no, if I had to say one of my craziest stories, I feel like I don't really get a lot of starfuckers, and when I do, they can never get hard. So that's sad. Because they're just like, so like, I don't know, I guess just like in the moment, and they just can't believe it. And I don't know. It was weird. I think a lot of what I encountered actually had nothing to do with that. It was that I'm a woman and I'm with gay men. And so naturally that isn't going to work.
Yeah.
So my craziest story though would be when I was in Brazil, and I was there with Gia Gunn and Katia. And all three of us decided, well, actually, no, I think Gia stayed back. So it was just me and Katia. And we went to like a bathhouse, which I'd never been to. And
What city were you in
Brazil, we were in Rio.
Oh, okay.
And I, at that time, was definitely more prude than I am now. And I'm not prude. I'm very openly sexual. Check out my music video, Daddy. I love sex. But I am very much a slut for one person kind of vibe.
Sure.
So the idea of, being an open at that time, especially, it really freaked me out. So Katia and I went, and we get there, and I freak out. Like, I'm just like, Katia, I cannot do this. Like, I'm freaking out. And she was like, well, just get a massage. And I'm like, well, is it going to be a naughty massage? And she's like, no, girl, it's like a real massage. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do that. So, girl, I wait downstairs because I'm too scared to go up with Miss Katia for my massage. And they get me all ready. I'm ready for the massage. They take me into the room. When I walk in the room, I tell you, there's one of those middle school gymnastic mats on the floor. I said,
Oh no.
This is not going to be a regular massage. But at that point, I was already just like lubed up and ready to go. And I was just like, fuck it. We're here to have an experience. Like, I'm going to do it. In walks the most gorgeous, beefy man I've ever seen in my life. And I I just freaked out in the moment, and I tried to talk to him to be like, I don't want anything sexual, like just give me a massage, like, and he doesn't understand me, so I pull out the phone, I get Google Translate, like I am really trying to tell
You're like,
this man.
this Google Translate, this Bucci cat is not for you.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, things got lost in translation, and I absolutely ended up having a very special massage, and I did not regret it. It was actually really fun.
Good.
I loved it. I was very nervous that the gymnastics mat, had maybe not been COVID protocoled. I was very nervous about what I was laying on. But besides that, it was an experience I'll never forget, and it was so freeing because it also taught me, like, you are such a prude, and like you need to stop, and like as long as you're safe, there's nothing wrong with exploring sexuality in an open setting like that. And I since then have been to other bathhouses and have had those experiences. It's not something that, especially as a trans woman, I wish to have now, but I am grateful that I had friends that pushed me and that I did go out of my comfort zone, because I think the only way to truly have amazing sex is to try everything. I always say, now I'm not gonna try knife play or shit play, but pretty much
You're not a shit girl.
No, I'm not a shit girl. I might shit on you.
There's a lot of those shit girls in LA.
Oh, I know, and they're making coins. But yeah, no, for me, I do really believe in like not knocking something until you try it, but also knowing your limitations. So
that's smart.
It's all about a healthy balance. And like I said, for one person, girl, I'm gonna be the kinkiest thing ever. But the open relationships, the hooking up with randoms, been there, done that. I'm good. I'm moving forward in my life for what I want.
I love that.
That's great.
Love that. That's so fun. Meatball, I did go to the beach yesterday.
You went to the beach without me?
Well, you weren't coming with me to this beach.
You went to the beach?
Was it the nude beach?
Wait, which beach? You went to Black's Beach?
Yeah.
You went to San Diego?
And then I got cruised on the beach, and then the young gentleman, he looked at me from afar and smiled, and then I looked back and he had taken his shirt off, and then I looked back again and he was grabbing his dick and shaking it at me because it, in that spirit of time, had gotten hard after I walked by him. And then I walked up to him and I, said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Good." And then he grabbed his dick again and he said, "What are you going to do about this?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. Do you want to go up into the bushes?" He was like, "I've never been here before, so you have to show me how to do it." And I kind of got freaked out that he was a cop, because normally those interactions happen non-verbally and you don't have to instruct someone on where to go.
I know. I was like, I can't believe there was a "hi, how are you?" Usually it's cock into mouth.
Well, it's because we weren't in the area. Like we weren't we were like down on the beach. Like there were so many people around, and it was obviously
you were down on the beach
the nude beach, but I was like in the water. I was like wading in the water. And so we went up there and I was like, he's too young and like he's like blushing. I was like, this is going to be fine. And I sucked his dick in the bushes.
Love that. Isn't that fun?
Good for
you.
And what did you get in return?
He followed me back down and he asked me, "Are you spoken for?" And I said, if I were not single, I still wouldn't be spoken for, because that's not how I do my life. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he said, "Can I join you?" And I was like, "You want to sit next to me while I pack up my things to go?" He was really, he was like, "Do you want to hang out later?" I was like,
he fell
"Baby,
in love.
I came to the beach to relax for a little bit and then
blow my load and get home."
How far from LA is that beach? That's like an hour and a half
I drove down
drive.
for the day. I spent like 8 hours in San Diego. It is a long day. I was going to maybe spend the night, but I drove down to the beach because that beach is...
Once you suck that dick, you're like, there's nothing left for me here. I can go home.
No, well, I had to come home at work.
Period. Business.
Period. R.O.I. Diva. R.O.I. And Meatball doesn't have sex. So we're going to wrap up.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
No, she does, but she's been in a monogamous relationship for years.
And it's like, what are we going to talk about? The sex that we have.
Yeah, is it nice? Do you keep finding creative
great.
ways to keep it alive?
We actually the other day went into, because our goal is to like have sex in public.
Yeah, they like to edge that public play, but
I love public.
every
Oftentimes
time
when
it
they're on a
happens,
trail hiking, then a group of Boy Scouts will come around the corner, right?
like
With the dicks in
weird
their
shit
mouth.
always happens. So we're like, maybe it's just not it. And then we were gonna try it the other day, and then I was like, oh no, it's Labor Day weekend. Like every park is gonna be full of people. So one of these days.
But you said sometimes if he's like changing a light bulb up on a ladder, he'll just pull his dick out and make you suck it, right?
No, I'll just pull his dick out and suck it.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I also like Chipotle bathrooms. That's fun.
I've never.
You're
Really?
like,
She's
I'll have
fun.
extra guac and the
My only
bathroom
concern is that
key.
someone on the other side of the door isn't going to be polite enough to wait like the 5 minutes for a rushed fuck. Because, like, for me, if you're in the bathroom for too long, I'm banging. I'm banging on the door. You know what I mean? I would be banging the door, yelling
Well,
to
you're
leave.
Well, they would be banging. So,
Yeah.
you know, there it is.
Obviously. All right. Well, let's
Well,
wrap
this
up.
has been lovely. Thank you so much for being here, Laganja. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Laganja Estranja, except for TikTok, because I was late to the game. So I'm the only Laganja Estranja on TikTok.
Who's
Love
Laganja
the
Estranja
only.
on TikTok? Some
No
12-year-old?
one. It's no one.
Oh, they just snatched the name.
They just snatched the name from the doll.
Rude. Give
There's
her
gotta-
a name.
There's got to be something that you can do about that because TikTok sponsored DragCon. So there's already a connection between World of Wonder and TikTok. Now, you're
Oh,
friends
yeah.
with them now.
If
I feel like
anyone's
you could
listening
really
who works at TikTok, give Laganja her name.
give her
Right.
a name.
I worked so
Give her
hard
a
to have
bag.
all social media platforms be the same. Okay, it's a unique name. No one really needs that but me.
Yeah, exactly.
But they tried it. They tried it,
They
and it's fine.
tried it.
I still got my blue check with the only Laganja Estranja.
Yes,
Okay.
bitch.
And where can people buy your merch?
You can buy all my merch at laganjaestranja.com. See, I kept it easy. It's all the same everywhere you go. And definitely, yeah, check out my merch. It's super cool. I'm so proud of it. We put out new lines every month. Not everything is just with my face. We are really trying to push it into a lifestyle brand for sexy stoners.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you like cannabis, go check it
I do
out.
like cannabis, and I do love you. Well,
Well,
thank
And
look
you.
at that.
if I have one more question
more
about a
stuff.
product, just one more. If you were to recommend a cannabis assistive product to the listeners, what would you recommend? Like an infuser or a certain type of bong or like a lighter? Like what is your like obsession in the cannabis industry right now?
That's true.
Well, Mama, too many people pay me to answer this question. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So I gotta say a couple brands here.
Okay.
But the real truth is, everyone I work with, I actually genuinely use and love. My two favorites right now are the Aura Rig by Candy Pins. I love it. I'm so sick of the blowtorch and the temperature dabs and the cleaning of this.
Mhm.
It's too much for me. So I love electric rigs. Candy Pins makes a great one. If you use my code Laganja25, you literally get 25% off of the $300 piece, which is like an amazing amount to get off of something
Yeah.
like that. And then my other super favorite obsession right now is the Levo oil infuser. So basically,
I want one of those so bad.
I'm doing a giveaway right now on my Instagram. Go and enter it.
Click, click,
But
click.
they are amazing, and basically they have, you know, scientifically figured out how to infuse most products that you would want by either making a butter or an oil and doing all of the work for you. So I genuinely just love the machine. I love infused foods, and now, like I said, I don't have to do anything. I just put the weed in the machine, click go, and it does it for me. So it's pretty damn amazing.
It's a really cool machine.
That's
I want
incredible.
one so bad.
Yeah,
and you
like-
can mix it with like any oil. You
You
can
can
mix
do
any herb with any oil.
butters, all kinds of things. I've done medicated quesadillas, medicated mac and cheese. I mean, anything with cheese usually. I did queso first, you know.
Queso was your first go.
It was my first go. I made queso and it was turnt. We got so
Oh my
lit.
God. I love that. Well, listen, proud member of the Queso Club, Laganja
Yeah.
Estranja. We just want to thank you so much for being on the
Thank
podcast
you
today.
so much.
And for
Of
all of you out there,
course.
thank you for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod.
You can send us an email to sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call with your fuck talk story to 213-536.
And
Nine
Meatball,
one
they can catch you.
80.
Oh, sorry, that's a long number. Shit.
Well, it's
What's
a
a
normal
phone number?
It's a normal phone number.
It's the same number.
I thought like there was a lot of numbers in that number, girl.
It's just
I
a
was just
phone
gonna say, Meatball, we have to tell people they're gonna see us this October together on the Heel of Hell's tour.
Yes! If you are in
How
the
fun is
UK,
that?
I'm very excited. It's going to be so
I've never got
fun.
to travel with you. I think we're gonna get into so much trouble. I'm low-key
I'm
really
We're
looking
gonna
forward
be
to
spending
it.
a lot of time high on that bus where the other girls are like, can y'all do something?
And we're just gonna be
Bring that
loud.
cookie side
Yeah.
back out.
We're going to be nuts. I'm very excited. Yeah, so if you are in the UK, get your tickets to the Heels of Hell tour. It starts at the very beginning of October, but
13th of October and goes
Yeah.
to the 31st.
Exactly.
Work.
Oh, I'm excited, bitch. I've already started working on the looks and the mixes.
Me too, but I was
Bitch.
nervous because there was a minute there where I was like, is this tour going to happen?
I know,
Is
trust
this
me.
tour going to happen? But then, so now that it's happening, I'm like, okay, it's all been purchased. It's all ready to go.
I'm excited, girl. I
I will be
can't
wearing a severe bob so we can be twins.
Ooh.
If you
Period.
want, if you
Jesse
want,
J's from the UK. Okay, just be done now.
If
Just
you-
be
okay,
done, me
follow
bro.
us on Instagram, Big Dipper Jelly, Spicy's Meal, or Fat Jack Dream on Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, Micro Machines.
Wow, she was like a bitter. I'm taking 50 over here, 50 over here. We gotta.
Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog. To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free and one day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball, music, editing, and sound design by William Pitt.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.